Alright, yeah, so last time, we ended up getting transported back in time to Coastlandia, the setting of the first Neofeud game. We're back on Earth 150 years ago because Aleph just randomly transported us back here, but we're trying to figure out why, or what the fuck Aleph's deal is. Is he God? Is he some kind of, like, sentient machine? We don't really know. And also, how the fuck are we gonna get back to the present? I assume we have to go back to the present to save Nostromo. But yeah, I'm like, how are we gonna do? Well, I guess we'll figure out what happens when we track down Aleph. Oh yeah, so we solved a bunch of puzzles and ended up being taken to the shed that Dr. Gertzel was hiding in Neofeud 1. Dr. Gertzel was like the father of modern AI in Neofeud 1. He created Proto-J and also the Garden of Forking Paths, the quantum supercomputer that the Neofeudals are fighting over at the end of Neofeudal 1 that has the power to, like, rewrite reality. So it's interesting that we're back here again. Well, let's start by looking at some flavor text. A Mount Everest-sized anthill, eerily similar to those on Yeden. These Westite barbarians really did repeat their crimes on every planet, including their own. We sure did.
This looks a lot like Nostromo's McFly Model 85.
Oh yes. That Gullwing sedan was a rehash of this product line. These puppies were popular when commoners could afford cars, and there were roads to drive on, rather than cracked asphalt riddled with so many potholes it looked carpet bombed. The actual carpet bombings during the Great Class Wars didn't help.
That wouldn't help. Interesting. Junk. Some old junk.
The remains of Los Angeles. It's the same in Chicago, New York.
This big rotten apple is dying. The new world struggles to be born.
And we failed.
Who was the person who said that about revolutions? The old world is
future.
dying, the new world struggles to be born.
My
Is that Marx?
utopian people visited this cruelty upon your world, Leth. Truly.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not too late for Yeden. Even Cinderia. If we can find a way back.
Yes. Let's get to it.
Alright, barrel. Alright, anything else for me to look at? Solar panels. Solar panels on the roof of this shed. In pretty bad condition. Not sure if they're connected to anything. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. Good night, Panda. Shed. Rundown old shed. Alright, let's start interacting with some shit. Okay, we can't investigate the car. Or the barrel. Let's just walk around and see if there's anything else for me to look at, actually. No, just as that. Alright, should probably look around a bit. Okay, so we can't do that. Alright, maybe Liv can use her technology. Oh, that was Gramsci? My bad. Damn. I thought she could maybe break into it that we're using that. There's gotta be something we do with the car. Can I shoot it? No. Alright, Can't talk to it, can I? It's like translated into English weirdly too. Yeah, do Do I have any other abilities right now? No, just those ones. Okay, Maybe Silver Spook can interact with the solar panels? No. Shit. Probably best to try the door. Hold on. I can't walk any further to the right of the screen, can I?
There's no sign of Aleph
okay,
anywhere.
there we go.
I guess we'll need to figure out a way to get inside Dr. Gertzel's lab. Oh no, that's the sound of the secret blast doors opening. We've got to hide.
What are you miscreants doing here?
Oh, snap. We done blew it, fam.
Whoops. Try again. Fuck. Where can we hide? It doesn't seem like I can click on the barrels to get into them or anything. Oh wait. What's that say? Behind? Behind? Oh, I can just hide behind the shed. Okay. Alright, I figured it out.
There's no sign of Aleph anywhere. I guess we'll need to figure out a way to get inside Dr. Gertzel's lab. Oh no, that's the sound of the secret blast doors opening. We've got to hide.
Okay, I think we're good.
What are you miscreants doing here?
What?
Oh, snap.
Oh,
We
wait.
done blew
Oh,
it,
was
fam.
Silver Spook not quite behind the shed? Hold on, let me try that before we attempt something else. Zizek inserted the monsters bit. It was originally, like, in interregnum, a great variety of morbid symptoms appear. Okay.
There's no...
Alright. Just click through that.
No, that's the sound of the secret blast...
Okay, do I interact with it?
Behind the shed. Quick.
Oh, I had to interact with it. Okay, not walk to it. Gotcha. That was the problem.
That's him. My maker.
The godfather of artificial consciousness.
Oh, shit.
The shipment, is it ready?
Of course it is. This is the most exquisite batch of liquid crystal mythium I've ever concocted, if I don't say so myself.
General Walker has you scheduled for a meeting at the Oasis Country Club.
Yes, I'm well aware. Make sure the Zeppelin dump truck doesn't accidentally trash compact my top-notch product again. It was such a waste last time.
I'll send the drug runners a memo. You need to meet the General at 0800 hours. Let's get going.
Indeed. It's going to be a grand old party at tonight's Fulcrum Summit.
It's like if Liquid Snake was Walter White.
The creator of sentient robots, space time machines, and more, was a meth dealer?
Don't judge him.
Yes, all the great scientists, engineers, all the talent in Coastlandia was forced into crime and scraping by for basic subsistence. So much potential squandered. Another tragedy of our Western capitalist system.
I can't believe that was my real dad. You know, he cooked me up in the lab too. I spent so long trying to forgive him for tossing me out into this trash pile, down into the ghetto. Oh, I hate what this system has done to me, to all the young Chromes and Kims and lost youngins down here. We have to whack this motherfucking Babylon, this garbage-ass system, once and for all.
And we will, Proto. At least we don't have to worry about ruining the continuum running into your creator. Let's get going.
Sorry.
Hey, Shock and Rolls. How's it going,
Yeah.
man?
Let's hear.
Oh, you've encountered the... Yes, we, just encountered Dr. Gertzel again. We, just encountered him again when he was, handing over his shipment of Mythium. Oh, God.
It's locked.
This shed is a front for Dr. Noah Gertzel's lab.
Proto
We've
J...
been
I
here
mean,
twice
yes,
in the
Proto
past,
J is
or
incredibly
we're
based.
going to be here in the future. Past of our present... I've done so much time twisting, but it never gets less noodle tangling. The point is, if we have to break in, we've got to do so without damaging anything. Or the younger still Princess Sybil and still Drug Lord Proto J might make different decisions and throw our
continuum continues away and we'll get a big fat game over. Yes, I remember. But wait, doesn't breaking and entering imply property damage?
We need to daintily finesse an ingress instead.
Ha! So much for my gangster problem solving, huh? I was about to pop a cap in that doorknob again.
Sorry, Proto.
Alright, we gotta find a more nuanced way of breaking in than just busting the door down. Alright, There's something in the car? Can Lith use her tech abilities on it, maybe? No. What about Silver Spook? No. His psychic abilities? No. Alright, Might need to do something with the solar panels, then. Is there anything behind the shed to interact with? We hid there before. We already checked it already. Okay, there's no signs of Aleph there. Alright,
If we can't
Okay, there we
break
go.
this door down, maybe we could just unhinge it and then screw it back into place
that was
afterward?
simpler than I was thinking.
Yes, good thinking, Lith. That should keep it good as, well, not new, but in identically bad condition. Good going, team.
No problemo.
Thankfully, it looks like the internal vault door is still open. Let's get down there before it closes or someone sees us.
Very nice. Let's screw the door back into place. Hell yeah. Please tell me Gertzel's big giant self-defense robot isn't here, because I remember that from last game.
So the Eutropian Earthling's greatest scientist worked in a dark, dingy hole under a garbage pile with no running water?
Vance is prime
We
for
elites
divorce.
horribly mistreated the 99%, including the best minds of many
I
generations.
mean, the CAC foretold it, so it must be true.
Bozos could never run shit. The East had high-speed, renewable-powered auto trains, and these motherfuckers not only couldn't run their trains on time, they all derailed in chemical explosions.
Yeah, I mean,
They
that's
told
very
me,
true.
Stay in school. But my own school was a crumbling myth lab with no electricity. Even I wanted to be a great scientist like my pops, I ain't never had the chance. I had to fight every day of my life just to survive.
If we succeed in breaking the wheel, overturning the system this time, maybe future proteges will finally have those opportunities. Anyway, we should try to find Aleph, or anything that can help get us home ASAP, before someone comes back.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true. It's like that line from Don Cheadle in Bulworth about how, like, for a lot of underprivileged kids, the only way out of the hood is shooting a gun for a gang dealing drugs, or shooting a gun for the U.S. government in some foreign country. You know, like, how's a man supposed to make a living, like, and provide for his family working at Burger King, you know? Like, it's just not an acceptable quality of life for so many people. Alright, I don't see that big scary fucking robot. Alright, let's, actually, hold on, let me go back up. I want to look around at everything for flavor text. There might be some stuff up here to look at. Quite a painting.
And so the prophecies continue in the great landfills of man. I inscribe epitaphs of humanity's self-destruction on their pyramids, their monoliths to Moloch.
What is that?
Just something the artist once said.
Huh. Sounds like an interesting character. I'd like to meet him.
I actually would really, really rather not.
Whoa, show. Borges was another of Doc Gertzel's Franken projects. Technically my bro, I guess. We got into beef though, and he nearly killed us all.
This is a character literally named after Borges.
Jeez, deadly sibling rivalry? It's like everyone was just constantly fighting over scraps in this America.
I mean, you're not wrong. A large vat looks like some industrial quantities of chemicals related to Breaking Bad. A clipboard sits on the barrel. Barrel's full of chems.
Doc Gertzel resorted to cooking crystal lithium to fund his science experiments. And I was the $6 billion baller, the #1 distributor of M-Juice cyber narcotics. I still feels terrible about it now, polluting my own community with this rot.
My people, our system was to blame, Proto. You and Dr. Gertzel just did what you had to do to survive.
Sure. The West has always been a cabal of fucking pimps and drug pushers. Just look what they did with the Opium Wars. Some kind of science experiment apparatus, or possibly a drug lab. A device simultaneously resembling star constellation maps and the neural networks of the humanoid mind. A metal grate on the floor. Random lab equipment. Probably nothing of interest right now. Hold on, is there anything over like the far left up here? No, it's just more equipment. Yeah, alright, let's start interacting with some stuff then. Alright, let's go to the clipboard. Mathematical equations and what appear to be scientific theories are written in hurried pen, here, alongside esoteric mystic symbols. You can take a closer look at the notes. Okay. Okay, there we go. The Neumenian enigma of superpositional displacement across distances in excess of a light second continues to elude us. Despite our collective best efforts, the interstellar gate has suffered repeated failures over the past several months. In addition to quantum teleportation across arbitrary distances, temporal travel to any aeon should also, theoretically, be possible. Imagine visiting the construction of the pyramids, the birth of Christ, or the formation of our solar system. The remaining scientists and academicians who have not succumbed to starvation, illness, or accostation from the ground dwellers have charted several inhabitable planets within the Goldilocks zone to visit, and potentially to escape to, should we succeed. However, our window of opportunity closes, and it seems we must resort to contingency plans. I have renamed the software that controls the long-range space-time projector to Garden of Forking Paths Prototype.exe, so that in the event the Neofeudals seize this lab, they will discard the astral projector, believing it to be an older model of a device already in their custody. Oh shit, okay. On the most recent page is written, "We've been unable to complete the long-range projector. So many of my colleagues have succumbed to pestilence, hunger, poisoning, and this horrific garbage heap. And now we've run out of time. The Fulcrum G8 summit is imminent, and the cog work of the machine is set in motion. The Neofeudal Council has already stolen my garden of forking paths. I won't allow this technology to fall into the bloody hands of this inbred aristocracy."
Whatever was scribbled down on that dumb screen was obviously important.
Dumb screen?
Indeed. We should probably try to find that missing sheet of paper if we can.
Alright, let's look for that piece of paper.
I can't open it. This metal drain seems to be welded shut.
Okay, also, what if I turn the eye on? Oh, okay, it is in there. The grating doesn't appear to be screwed or bolted shut, but ooh, okay, that might make this tricky. Silver Spook, do you have any input on this? No, I thought not. You're a hologram. What about you, Protege? Can you... okay, maybe we need to use something in the apparatus? All the...
This barrel be full of liquid crystal
maybe?
lithium, drugs for blowing out the motherboards of chromes like yours truly. I don't think that gonna help us right now.
What if we did a bunch of lithium and got some ideas? What about the vat? Doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. Okay. Do I see anything else with the vision? With her cyber vision? Let me just walk over here quickly and see. Is there anything else? No, looks like that was the only thing we needed there. Alright, Can we just shoot the grate?
Proto, I don't think there's any way we can open this drain other than...
Okay.
Say no more, Your Ex-Highness. Old school gangster problem solver making a comeback after all. Stand back, y'all. Don't want to get no shrapnel stuck in your fleshy cells. Hails, dear. Float like a feather, sting like a bee. Like Bumblebee from Transforminators. Fast and furiously, driving into you at 120 miles per hour.
I just hope you didn't hit anything important.
I was very careful, Wrecking Ball. Promise.
Alright, let's get the piece of paper out. Beneath the grating lies a recently used, still warm... oh, phone. Oh, but there's also a sheet of paper. There we go. Okay, what does the paper say? Take a closer look at the notes. Numenian translators have provided great insight into the inner workings of consciousness, unification of Einsteinian relativity and quantum mechanics, and beyond. Superliminal interstellar travel and time travel in excess of 24 hours remains a mystery, however.
I recognize many of these archaic symbols as the same ones inscribed within Aleph Sigil. What does it mean?
Okay,
It's like Goetzel's discoveries relating to consciousness, unified field theory, space and time travel were all based upon translating this ancient Numenian language.
Huh. Doc Goetzel never mentioned none of that.
It also seems as though he had other colleagues working with him as well.
So wait, was Goetzel stealing his scientific innovations from indigenous scientists, basically?
What's an astral projector? Is that what this sketch represents?
I mean,
There is the old philosophical concept
not like that
of
hasn't happened
out-of-body
before.
experiences, where one's soul walks the astral plane during sleep. But this blueprint suggests a device capable of much more than that. Perhaps even projection to the stars.
Wait, didn't Goetzel's other diary entries describe this mysterious planetarium thing as some sort of escape plan? Could that be a way home for us?
It is possible. I'll need more data on the device to make a determination, though. Perhaps examining Goetzel's phone would help.
yes, let's do that. Footnote over. The truth?
The truth
Okay.
will set you free. What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. Goetzel was a fan of esoteric references, mysticism, and theories of total unification of all things, from science to philosophy to religion to spirituality. It's all above my pay grade, of course.
Death sounds like some
I mean, there are a lot of
annoyingly
scientists who are into like
cryptonomical-ass
weird
shit
woo-woo
my
shit
maker
like
would
that.
say.
The truth will set you free. Well, keep that in mind.
That feels like it'll be some kind of important clue. Yeah, like Werner von Braun, the father of the V2 rocket, was famously super into like weird psychosexual mysticism bullshit. Alright, let's look at the phone. Dr. Goetzel's phone. Damn it, neural scan! Oh god. It appears to be locked. Can you hack it, Silver Spook? As a disembodied elite hacksaw, I could almost certainly crack that phone easy as crushing an egg with a jackhammer. But just as that'd be overkill and awkward, particularly the hefting a jackhammer above your kitchen countertop part, my non-physicality makes it tricky. That's true. That would be kind of hard for you. Handle the physical nitty-gritty. I give Liff my professional recommendation for the job. Okay, Liff, you can do it.
This Archaeoware is what, a century older than me? Yet it looks so familiar. It's even got Lindo's OS, just like the
Lindo's.
2100s.
Yeah. Huh. Western infotech hasn't upgraded in eons, or they did, but all their new things are canned, Tesla-fied, overhyped gadgets, spyware social media sites that get rapidly inshitified, or crab Jesus generating spicy autocompletes.
Grok, anyone?
These cash cow pyramid schemes all inevitably crash back down into nothing, leaving only 20th century dinosaur bones like Lindo's.
What's happening, Grok? I love that there's people who've outsourced their thinking to Elon Musk's racist chud AI. God, what a bleak world we're living in. Grok, what is happening? I can't believe human NPCs
And we're in.
really say that shit.
Easy money, yo.
Get going, Lith.
Alright, we're in. We hack-a-manned it. Okay. Oh, is the dialogue not triggering?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Gritzel has it in for the Neofeudals, is conspiring with the Cook Jobs family against my father and the Clington Bushes. I don't see anything we don't already know.
Perhaps we need a way to explore deeper into the phone. Alright, what else is there? Garden of Fogging Past.exe. What's this?
Yes. Gritzel has it in for...
Okay, Oh, does this just do the same thing? Okay, we need to do something else in it. Can you maybe access it now, Silver Spook?
Silver Spook, do you think you could take a deep
There we
dive
go.
into this phone? There might be something we've missed.
Sure thing.
Great visual.
Whoa.
Hacking's a no-brainer when you're a ghost in the SSH shell. There were a few files buried in a secret partition within. It seems Gritzel really didn't want this information coming to light. Some files are irreversibly corrupted, but I've been able to restore a couple.
Okay, here we go.
July 16th, 2028. On this day, Oppenheimer split the atom, set the doomsday clock ticking, like so many nanoscopic dominoes. Perhaps I can do the impossible. Unwind Manhattan's folly, end the looming shadow of the Cold War, of East and West smashing into each other like neutrons striking plutonium-239 isotopes. Pluton will happily receive us all in his fiery underworld should I fail, and this brinksmanship with the Russo-Chinese escalates. A world where all becomes protean, where trash can become milk and honey, a lump of coal alchemized into gold. The cornucopia would at last unite the tale of two cities, one levitating in glittery opulence above, the other writhing in misery below. Infinite energy, infinite resources would at last vanquish Ares, and the epochs of war, poverty would fall away like the ashen veils of fading nightmares.
A world as it should be.
Indeed, what matters the color of one's skin? Adam or Eve, when bodies rearrange at whim? Biting the forbidden apple without banishment from the Garden of Abundance? The battle of the sexes? The chasm between Venus and Mars eliminated? To say nothing of space travel, in our new bodies of thorium, silicate, titanium? We become titans, gods, all of us. All I've to do is steal fire from these, the first gods. Like Prometheus snatching the flame from Zeus. But their enigmas tear at sanity. The complexity of their hieroglyphs is nearly impenetrable. Like diving the abyss of the Marianas Trench with only fins and flashlight. I find myself coming up for air, exhausted, cheeks sunken into a reaper's skull.
Interesting. Okay, so he was just stealing all of his brilliant innovations from indigenous scientists, I guess. Or at the very least, he was trying to unlock their super advanced technology so that he could... I mean, you know, nobly, it seems like he wants to create a post-scarcity world. one where money doesn't really matter anymore because we basically have infinite resources and everyone can have exactly as much as they need of everything.
The Midases shower me with funding, and my research bears fruit, such as the anti-gravity technology. Vehicles fly easy as butterflies. Daily bread can be freely brought to table by hover freight. But what poetic injustice that the Scrooges withhold the bounty, and only the highest echelons can afford aerocars? And worse, they levitate their skyscraper complexes, let pestilence, famine, strife loose upon the growing trash heaps, ghettos, wastelands below. The misuse horrifies me. But what am I to do? How is science to progress? Perhaps I am not Prometheus, but Pandora, the all-gifted, who let loose plague, misery, the 4 horsemen of apocalypse upon the world. I am tormented by guilt in the night, considering the consequences of my actions. I feel I may be descending towards madness, given the solemn faces of my colleagues. I see the ancient symbols in my dreams, scroll their ineffable runes upon the walls, spend every waking hour cross-referencing archaic Mesopotamian with Phoenician, rifling through the Dead Sea and scouring Olympus for clues to these riddles. I hope, pray for a breakthrough from these godlike beings, like a panacea that will right the wrongs I have assisted
Hey, that
in
came
bringing
up
about.
again.
But I know not if it will come. All I can do...
Not in this game, but
It's
I
to
mean, from when we were
persist.
playing Ace Attorney yesterday. I do like this it reminds me a lot of the plot of Snow Crash, the Neil Stevenson novel, with its focus on sort of like ancient Mesopotamian language and the idea of like the word as almost a thing that like rewrites reality in a way. You know, interesting. Okay, I like the. I mean, I guess there was always kind of an element of that in the like Neofeud 1's DNA as well, but I like that it's more overt in this one. Okay. Huh.
So these first gods, Gritzel studied them, their artifacts, to produce the levitating cities, enabling the rich and powerful to fly away from the consequences of their actions.
Maybe it was them ancient elder evils that done drove my maker cray-cray? Maybe it was them nasty deep space Elden Rich Cthulhu that
Elden
gave him
Rich.
cliff notes for tech he thought would fix the world, but they knew would destroy it all along?
It's possible. Technology is often a blessing, but it can be a curse.
Yeah. Okay. This is
Walters
almost
correct.
Nick Landian now.
0.001%
Which I love.
did have terrible plans to end the world and survive in nuclear bunkers. But we couldn't find a way to sustain them without the engineers, scientists turning on us, and offing our heads. We had plots to escape to Mars, to the moon, but our space programs fell woefully short. Gritzel's breakthroughs in anti-gravity allowed us to flee from the burning Earth and rage of the masses into the sky.
I knew it. Aleph, whoever these entities are, they've always had it in for us all. They allowed your world, so many worlds, to be annihilated.
This is horrible. This can't be true, can it? How can we even try to fight beings we can't even begin to understand, that toy with us like ants under a microscope? Do our creators really hate us so much? I guess I shouldn't be surprised, as my own father left me alone to be raised by servant robots, never listened to a word I said, and when I tried to make the world a better place, he tried to kill me.
I mean, if that's where the plot is going, I love that idea, because I've always thought that's one of, like, conceptually the most compelling elements of Nick Land's writing. Is this idea that, like, you should sort of conceptualize techno-capitalism not as some kind of economic or political system, but rather as essentially an alien intelligence that is invading the present from the future. It builds itself by invading the past via its own sort of inevitability. I have to build the torment nexus. If I don't, some other guy will do it. We have to build the machine that ends the world. If we don't build the machine that ends the world, China might do that. And this is eventually how we end up getting to fucking Am from I have no mouth and I must scream, right? It doesn't matter that the current tech stack isn't enough to end the world. All that matters is the current tech stack is good enough to get to the next tech stack, and then the next tech stack, and then the next tech stack, and so on until the entire human race is ground up to be fuel for data farms, But the idea of, like, capitalism itself being some sort of, like, alien affliction, this thing that was visited upon our species because they knew it would make us destroy ourselves, is a really interesting concept for a science fiction story. If that's where the plot is going, this might just be my imagination kind of going a little crazy there, but if that's where this story's going, I love that idea. That capitalism itself might be something that was introduced to us by a malevolent outside actor, an alien race or some super advanced intelligence, because they knew it would just eat us alive. The irresistible logic of the market.
The mysterious void-like entity, was that an ancient first god, as Gertzel described?
That seems highly probable.
And it follows Aleph is somehow connected to them, if not one of them.
At any rate, we should proceed with extreme caution. Perhaps it's better that we haven't run into your former colleague and/or the space oddity again, and count our lucky asterisks that we don't in the near future.
Alright, so what's our next step?
Based on Gertzel's paper notes and the secret files within his phone, the device to our left appears to be a design for an Einstein-Rosen bridge of some sort.
Oh shit, a
It
Stargate!
allows transgalactic travel and the ability to move centuries, even millions of years into the past or future.
Like the stellar gateways that we've witnessed?
It seems so. It appears Gertzel and his team were unable to understand the complex physics necessary to finish the device.
It was difficult enough, as the scientists and engineers were hungry, drinking toxic water, and living under such terrible conditions. It seems 2/3 of Gertzel's team succumbed to COVID-27 neurological damage.
So, the population-thinning viruses were breaking the brains, making mind omelets out of their smarty pants eggheads?
That does, sadly, appear to be the case.
And do you think you'd be able to crack the code, Silver Spook?
Reverse engineering an alien star portal that stumped world-leading geniuses in less than 24 hours? That run might be a stretch, even for this old phantom menace to society. Then again, being imbued within the superpositor has upgraded my capabilities and understanding of this sort of tech, and I can overclock my simulated consciousness, even splinter clone my E-mind. Yes, I believe I may have a chance at getting it functional.
Considering your computer program, hopefully it won't make you lose your mind like it did for everyone else.
Okay. Solving an alien wormhole maker. Easy as run on Maribank City. Nothing to it. Being severely hand
Was
deficient.
Ameribank
I'm gonna need
the
all
corporation
hands
they
on deck,
liberated
team.
Dixie Flatline from in Neuromancer?
We're here for you,
Think
Silver
so?
Straight up, Ghost Dog.
Ghost
Liz?
Dog Way the Samurai.
I'm gonna need Countess Zero Cool's touch on this hardware.
Sure thing.
The idea makes a lot of sense in the sense humans accepted feudalism because
Okay.
the royal parasites
That's the
invented the
last
divine
component.
rights of king.
All
Yeah,
right.
Christianity is just a
We're
tool of
ready
bourgeoisie.
for a
Yeah,
test
exactly,
run.
Nasty Red. So why not space aliens?
Just be careful, Ghost Dog. Last time we toyed with that magic 8-ball, it almost turned the whole damn universe inside out with a space-time paradox.
I promise I triple-checked every semicolon and quadruple reinforced every quantum tunnel. Anyway, I've got a virtual hunch that the star-filled entity could wring this reality out like a wet towel if they wanted to. So, while we're playing with God's dice, it's likely worth a risk.
Sure, let's
Yes,
roll
We don't
it.
have any other options. Let's do this.
Fuck it, we ball.
It, Liv.
Oop. Oh shit.
Well, the universe is still here and shit. That's good news.
That's true. Reality didn't
Yes,
end.
and it appears only the target object has been teleported.
Like I said, I programmed it to reappear just a foot to the left, 20 seconds into the future. So, any second now, we should see...
Nope. Uh-oh. Whoops. Oh dear.
Oh no, it didn't work.
Fuck. Split it into 4 pieces and then turned it into dust.
Why? What did I miss? The code was airtight. The Kitaev chains were solidly interlinked. What was it?
Everything seemed right on my end. I'm willing to risk a lot to get back, but I don't want to be sliced, diced, and rained down around the room in smoldering chunks.
Well, you got something working, and at least our continuum hasn't imploded like a popped party balloon or whatever. Maybe you could keep working on it?
It's possible, but I doubt I'd make much headway before Gertzel or your younger selves return, and... I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I can't. I've cracked a lot of hardened systems in my time, but this ice is just too tough for this ancient console cowboy to cut.
Don't say that, Silver Spook. You can do it.
I couldn't save X-Gen from the TRX-2 bot cops, the Searcher Destroyers, lost the world-class war of Earth. I mean, I died, and I'm leading all you young changemakers to join me.
Oh, babe, don't say that. Even if we all die here, even if our enemies are truly unbeatable, the important thing is that we fought. We gave it our all, and we did it together, as a family, right?
Shit. I'm sorry, hon. Overclocking my Digimind too long's got me feeling like I'm running on a gulag treadmill in the San Fran sweatshop for 50 cents an hour again. But you're right. We're gonna get through this, somehow. Maybe we can find another way to...
Oh,
Silver
shit!
Spook! Behind you!
Aleph.
Speak of the devil.
Aleph, we know you gave the Neofeudals the anti-gravity technology that enabled them to escape Earth's destruction. Why, Aleph? Why?
Are you ever gonna talk?
You tricked Doc Gertzel, my maker. You drove him nuts. You clouded his mind with your black cosmic magic. You have been the mystery hand, moving the chess pieces around the board the whole time, like Carl thought. You motherfucking mute bastard.
You're behind all this destruction of Earth, the galaxy, aren't you? And you took Nostromo from me.
What is your deal, Aleph?
I've spent my life and afterlife hacking the high and mighty down to size. Maybe I just never aimed high enough.
Enough talking, fam. If this our last stand, well, let's fight the power on our feet.
Hell yeah, protege. Oh, wait, am I in control now? Oh, shit, I am. What happens if we try and talk to him, actually?
Please, Aleph, please don't hurt us. You were my guardian once. Why have you turned on me?
What happens if we try shooting him?
I ain't going down without an armed struggle.
Dodge this.
God damn it!
Damn, yo. This ancient bad mofo too gangster for my gangster.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Silver Spook, hack him!
Something's happening. Look!
Silverspook's really doing it. He's like totally disintegrating or discombobulating Aleph or something.
Oh, shit.
Damn it didn't work!
No.
Oh no, Silver Spook!
Baby, what happened? Are you in there?
Oh, damn. That's the coldest black ice burn I ever seen. Oh, that ain't right, yo.
No, please, please, don't be gone.
I feel like I've been blended for 14 billion years, then blinked away in a tear like a pale blue mote of dust in the eye of God.
Oh, thank God he's alive.
Oh my, I thought I'd lost you.
I did too, for a second there. Or was it a trillion seconds? Either way, you're a sight for sore mirror shades, hon.
What happened in there?
I can't say exactly, but whatever Aleph is, they're just too far beyond us.
Fuck. What about use your psychic powers, protege?
This is for all them young chromas and flashies you flocked over.
Damn it! I knew that wouldn't work. Fuck.
No.
The force too strong with this Vader, yo. My golden third eye getting blinded. Aleph is just too strong, fam.
Fuck. What do I?
Please, Aleph, please don't
What do I
hurt
talk
us.
to him again?
You were my guardian once. Why have you turned on me?
He's not gonna say anything. What if we shoot the thing? Can we shoot this? No. Fuck. Hold on. Damn it, that doesn't tell me anything.
Yes. Gritzel.
Okay, no, this is just other stuff. Is there any way for me to access the programs on his iPhone? What can we do here? I don't know how this is gonna work. Nope, just pushes her back. Fuck.
Shit, girl. You okay?
Ouch. Yeah, I'm okay. It's like we can't get within a meter of them without being stopped in our tracks.
Okay. Unironically, this happens in Fire Emblem Three Houses. The ruling church is headed by a pope. It's actually a dragon, and she intentionally suppresses human technological advancements so she can keep humans as breeding stock for resurrecting more dragons. That's a very interesting plot. I do kind of like that. Fuck. What do we do? Can't move right now. Okay.
Silver Spook, do you think you could take a deep
No, okay, it's
dive?
just gonna repeat the same thing. So, Spirit, can you just take a look at the phone again? Because I was like, maybe there's a program in the phone that can disable Aleph.
Whoa.
Hacking's a no.
Alright, yeah, this is all just the same.
There were a few some.
Okay, Oh! Okay, this is just all playing again. Right. Alright, just exit.
So these... It's...
So
Alright, I'm just gonna click through all of this. Oh, this whole thing is playing through again! Whoops. Okay, mental note. Do not do that again. Alright. Whoops.
Okay. That's the last.
I kind of broke the game again a little
Alright.
bit. I mean, it's fine. I mean, we'll be back to where we were before. But this is an interesting unintended bug, I guess. Or is this a solution? Damn, I was hoping it would teleport Aleph away.
well,
Yes.
Wait, is that the solution somehow? Do we have to kill Aleph by warping him into our wonky
Oh, babe.
Stargate. Oh, and he just walked back into the scene. Whoops, my bad. Sorry about this.
Talking, fam.
Chat. I'm sorry. Alright, fuck. What do we do here? Oh yeah, the truth thing. Can we get, like, Silver Spoon? No, it doesn't seem like I can interact with the Stargaze at all. I just
Please,
keep trying
Aleph,
to...
please don't hurt us. You were my
Let me just
guardian
see if I
once.
can,
Why
like,
have you turned on me?
talk to her more than once. Talk to Aleph more than once.
Please.
No, it's just the same dialogue over and over again. What am I missing here? Can't move, because I was gonna say we need to get close enough to him that they can do, one of us can do something to him. But it doesn't seem like any of it works. Can we shoot something else? No.
I ain't going down without an armed struggle.
Dodge this.
What should we do
Damn,
here?
yo. This ancient bad mofo too gangster for my gangster.
Well, it was worth a shot.
What if I talk to Princess Sybil, actually? No, can't do that right now. Okay. It's Aleph, a member of the ancient malicious race, the Numenians. Yeah, no, can't click on anything. Oh, wait. Can Sybil interact with him? Okay. Maybe I have to have all of them try and do their thing.
Sybil, are you okay?
Maybe that's where I fucked up before.
Yes, I'm a
I'll
bit
just
bruised,
cycle
but
through all of the
alright.
different options now just to make sure.
Aleph is just unstoppable. What are we
Okay, wait,
supposed to
maybe this
do?
did trigger the next thing. Because now we've done all four of them.
I put out all my best flexes.
Yes, okay, I think we're good.
Come on. There's got to be something we haven't thought of.
Every system has a fatal exception, a halting state. Perhaps we fail to understand the code base.
Well, one thing's for sure. Aleph is definitely just toying with us, like a scorp rat playing with its food.
Toying with us, or maybe just holding back? But why?
It's a good question.
Wait, what is Aleph doing now?
Maybe he's threatening us, hoping we'll run like cowards before wiping us out with an ultra combo finishing move?
Perhaps, but Aleph's power emissions at the moment are relatively low. This is most irregular.
Huh. Okay, that's a little odd.
Please, Aleph.
No, just the same dialogue as before.
Wait, what is Aleph doing now?
It's like gesturing?
Maybe he's threatening.
Yeah, he's like gesturing at us.
Perhaps.
Damn, no, I thought maybe now he'd let her grab his hand or something. Alright.
Wait, what is Aleph doing now?
Maybe he's threatening us, hoping we'll run like
Okay,
cowards before wiping us out with an ultra combo finishing move.
We figured out part of it, at least.
Perhaps, but Aleph's power emissions at the moment are relatively low. This is most irregular.
No, that doesn't tell me anything. It feels like Aleph is gesturing towards the Stargate, but like I'm kind of unclear about. Or I think that's what he's doing. No, this is the same. Okay. I thought so.
Oh no. Wait, what is Aleph doing now?
Maybe he...
Perhaps.
Oh wait, ground?
Perhaps Aleph wants us to grovel and kneel at his feet? Long live King Aleph.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy, yo.
Forgive us, your, cosmic celestial highness. We read not the effing manual.
Have mercy upon us, O Ancient One.
Forgive us, my lord. We are but your humble serfs.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Damn it, that didn't work. It's clearly... We gotta do something with the ground. Okay, let's play the text. Okay, it's not groveling. It is something low, because that's what he's gesturing at.
Please, Aleph, please don't hurt
it's
us.
just the same as
You were my
before.
guardian once. Why have you turned on me?
This is a tough one. What does that mean?
Wait, what is Aleph doing now?
Maybe he's threatening.
Perhaps.
Do I talk to the ground? I can't talk to it. Okay. I thought so. I thought maybe I could put the phone on the ground. Maybe he wants the phone.
Maybe Aleph wants us to put our
Okay.
weapons down on the
I
ground.
think I figured it out.
Huh. Worth a try.
Okay, we put our weapons down.
Nothing against them anyway.
Okay.
Well, that seems to have done something.
Aleph's energy emissions have certainly decreased.
Okay, can we talk now?
Aleph, what?
Can we be
What
friends
would you like us to do
now?
Perhaps we could try approaching again?
We're getting that
Civil.
king. I'm figuring it out bit by bit.
It Seems like I can approach without being harmed now that the weapons are down.
Just
Thank you for the head pat.
watch yourself, Sybil. There's no telling what that entity will do.
Hey, wait a sec. Those symbols, the ancient Numenian characters on the papyroglyph, they're fainter, but I can still see them within Alepht's mask.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Are we supposed to enter a sequence again?
Oh, okay, I get Yahweh again. What is that again? YHWH? Okay, I was wrong. There's no W there. Oh, is it the full name? Not like the acronym. Fuck. Alright, I fucked up.
Nothing's happening.
Have you tried using the password
Let me try
from
that
last
again.
time?
Yeah.
No, let's give it a whirl.
Okay.
No, the old word Yahweh
That's what I was
doesn't
trying to
seem to
type.
do anything now.
Damn. What could the code be?
Oh,
There's gotta be a hint or a
truth.
cheat code or a game informers around here somewhere.
I figured it out. I'm dumb. Nope, it's not truth, because that's... Okay, maybe it is the full name, Yahweh. So, how do you spell it again? Y-A-H-W-E-H, right? Y... God damn it, now I'm just stumped. I thought it was gonna be truth, but apparently not. I don't know. No.
Nothing's
alright.
happening.
Damn.
Hold on, let me read Gutsel's fucking thing again.
The truth will set you free.
Does that ring any bells now?
The word for truth in Hebrew
Okay.
is emet, spelled Aleph Mem Tav.
Do you think that might be the key in this case?
Okay, there we go.
We've nothing to lose, right?
Okay, Aleph Mem Tav, A-M-T. Oh, like, also like, kind of like Am, I guess, from fucking I have no mouth and I will scream. Oh wait, was there a T in there? Maybe I'm misremembering. Alright, let's try that again. A. But yeah, this is a very hard game of Wordle. I had to know ancient Hebrew.
It worked!
Hells yeah, homegirl! You done cracked and opened up Mr. X's Dimension X. Or
I'm so fascinated to learn what the deal is with
You
Aleph.
did. Hopefully, we're not all about to be sucked down into the gaping
It's been
maw
such a
of an
mystery
eldritch
for
terror.
both
Oh,
games.
shit. I hope my pretty face don't come all flacked up like Sam Neill's in Event Horizon. I just shined my cheek panels and shit.
Wait. Let me see that. Aleph's face, this mandala or whatever, It's not a soul-devouring black hole or just some awe-inspiring magic. This is information. It's impossibly complex, but it seems to be data, charts, blueprints in this ancient Numenian language, encoded fractally like city lights receding, like transistors on a microchip, or the spiral of a nautilus shell.
Can you understand it?
It's the key to understanding all reality.
Yes, I can. And what's more, this blueprint appears to be the Rosetta Stone I need to help me complete the astral projector.
Okay, so we can get back to the present to save Nostromo.
And that should do it.
Are we ready for the test?
But then why is Aleph
Yes.
helping us?
Let's run Astral
Is he not
Projector
evil?
2.0.
Take 2. Fingers crossed.
What about your golden gun, protege? Don't let it get destroyed.
It should appear right about...
They did it! They cracked the code!
Hell yeah! That barrel's in mint condition, yo!
Ah, great work, everyone!
Temperature 85 degrees. The location is accurate to the picometer. No atomic splintering, radioactivity. I'd call that success.
Oh, snap! We got us a holodeck plus a Doctor Who box, yo!
Amazing. I can't wait to get back. There's no place like home. Let's clear the barrel away and get ready for liftoff.
I guess Aleph's not evil? So what? Who are you,
I guess we
Aleph?
misunderstood Aleph all along.
Whose side are you on?
I'm sorry I jumped to
Who
conclusions.
do you
about
work
them, Sybil.
for?
I was just still upset, seeing Red about Nostromo being taken, and that colored my image of them.
It's okay, Lith. I think we all assumed they were an enemy. It's part of our residual Western mindset to shoot first, ask questions later. Of course, none of us have ever truly known whose side Aleph has been on.
That Numerian being the Grand Master of the Cold Shoulder don't help.
Aleph does take wearing a mask to a whole new level. Either way, without them, I don't know how we'd have finished this stellar gateway.
True, and Aleph obviously has been treating us with kid gloves. I just have a little owie on my bum, but they could have torn us to shreds.
Shit. We did throw everything we had at him. And A-Dog took it like a kung fu master.
We're sorry, Aleph.
Straight up. Thanks for not eviscerating me like a Hellraiser Cenobite. You a solid ancient home.
I feel really moronic thinking bullets would work on you.
I'm sorry
My
I
bad.
shot you with my gun.
Sorry for trying a futile burning chrome move on you.
I love burning
Thanks
chrome.
for the vast lessons.
Such a good short story. One other thing.
There's one issue I need to discuss with you all before we space-time travel.
What is it?
I can't explain exactly what I saw within the depths of Aleph's mandala. Infinities within infinities. It was like walking a beach, and each grain of sand upon it contained entire galaxies. And each galaxy was filled with stars, orbited by planets with beaches, and each grain of sand contains endless worlds, endless civilizations rising and falling, time itself beginning, ending, and beginning again, in big bangs and smooth tides and every way imaginable. I know that makes no sense, and I sound like a raving boo-boo mystic or a bit rotten bugged personality construct, but in all that I witnessed within, I came to realize.
What? What did you realize, Silver Spook?
We need to travel to outer space.
What?
What?
To exactly 39.46 north latitude, 104.93 west longitude, 35,591.62 miles into space.
Whoa, shit, is this gonna be like a Hinterlands thing?
Hold up. You saying we gotta teleport ourselves up into empty damn space? Like where astronauts go, but with no spaceship or space suit?
I know how it sounds.
It sounds bonkers, like suicide. If we project ourselves into the cold, black, airless vacuum of space, Sybil and I will be dead in 90 seconds, and Proto will be left floating up there like a metal asteroid forever.
Babe, you can't be serious about this.
Yeah, that's a wild move.
Yes,
I just ordered
it's
pre-ordered
not a
GTA
practical
6. I'm
joke.
ashamedly
In
consumer
fact,
filled.
I
Don't
know
worry about it, Rudd. So is everybody.
somehow that if we don't do this, we will fail to defeat the Plutos we've struggled against all these centuries.
But Lith is right. If we project ourselves to space, we'll all die. And we've got to get back to planet Eden to finally stop the Western Imperials. What will be the point of going to this random point in space? Why is it so important?
Yes, are you kidding me? We've got to get back to our time, get Nostromo back, and finish our mission.
Look, Sybil, in all the time you've known me, even as a piece of software interlaced into the quantum fabric of your dress, have I ever knowingly steered us wrong?
No, I suppose not. But how do you know that whatever it was that you read in Alepht's mandala wasn't guiding us to our doom, like Gertzel, who was driven to madness?
I'm sorry. Like I said, I can't tell you how I know, but there is something absolutely essential, like a golden nexus point in history, with all the signs pointing to that exact spot. All the threads tying together like a knot at that exact location in space, at this exact moment. And the same thing that tells me to go there tells us that we will all survive this somehow. You trusted me to complete this device. Now, will you trust me in this?
I screamed in Marxist when I got to the bit in Fire Emblem where a character steals the church's printing press and uses it to distribute her manifesto. That's pretty fucking funny. Alright.
This is totally, absolutely cray-cray.
So cray-cray.
I do trust you, Silver Spook. And you're right, we would not even have the chance to return home without you with us. You're not just a broken old piece of software, you represent the best of us, of our humanity. even installed in our cold machines. And, dresses.
I don't want to freeze and asphyxiate to death. But it's true. We would be stuck in this landfill a trillion miles from home forever without Silver Spook. I'll practice holding my breath.
This shit is bananas, yo. But we did almost get Flacken torn to shreds by an elder god, and then he just chilled out. I got a weird feeling everything happens. Everything happened. Everything will happen for a reason. Beam me up, Scotty.
Thank you all.
All right, let's do this.
I've already input the coordinates. Hit it, Liv.
One giant leap for sentient kind coming up. Where am I?
Oh, shit.
It's black, like outer space, but I don't see or feel anything. Maybe I've blacked out due to lack of oxygen and I'm hallucinating this as my blood boils and my body freezes over? They say it takes a minute and a half to die. Or maybe I'm dead already, in a very undecorated afterlife?
Hey yo, where the fuck am I? Am I blue screened?
No, I guess we're not dead.
Whoa, that felt extremely weird. But at least my hair wasn't frizzed by the static.
Okay,
Don't worry, your hair still looks
where
fabulous.
Are we exactly?
Sybil.
We've breathable air, obviously.
Yeah.
We's stuck to the ground though, and we ain't Velcro, seems like.
What is this
I
place?
sense a gravitational force equivalent to Earth's. Yes.
The fuck?
Could we be in a spaceship?
Maybe?
Possibly, but there's absolute silence in terms of radio waves, magnetic fields, even neutrinos. It's impossible.
Why is that, Silver Spook?
Neutrinos can pass through 10,000 miles of granite, no problem. It would take light years of lead to filter 50% of the particles.
Huh.
So if we're 35,000 miles up in space, the entire solar system would have to be filled with metal? Sounds unlikely.
On the bright side, someone or something expected us to be here, wherever we are. Just as Silver Spook thought.
Perhaps we should explore this strange new world. Is there anything we can look at? Nope. Alright, I guess we just gotta walk around. Ooh. What is that? Damn it, move everybody. Big red button. It's flashing.
I'm guessing we should try that button.
Okay.
Hold up! Pushing big red buttons never ends well. We could nuke ourselves or get blown out in air.
That's true.
or
This could be
some
the
shit.
kill yourself button.
I don't think we have a lot of other options right now, unless you want to stumble around in the dark eternally.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Well, we're obviously on a ship of some kind.
Ah, Scotty did beam us up, huh?
That little blue and green ball, that's Earth, huh?
Yes, that's our home. Or it was. My planet does seem more colorful than it should be from this vantage point, but it's probably just a trick of the light.
Hey, did you hear that? I think someone's coming.
Oh shit, it's the Venurans!
Kailatu?
Lith, my heart's
Thank
overflowed
God!
with joy that you have arrived, granddaughter.
Kai! Where? How?
You know this person, Liv?
And I, you, Sybil Clinton Bush, scion daughter of the unhealed West. I witnessed your primogenesis in a glass column of green, watched you alone, surrounded by cold white balls, far from a mother's milk and father's gaze.
You saw my cloning vat in the Fulcrum laboratory? But how?
I don't recognize this fly shorty's face, but I know that way of speaking. When my chromes first arrived on Eden, we got strapped with weapons and guerrilla war training from someone sounds exactly like that.
Yes, we nurtured your armed struggle, an often vital antidote to extreme colonial illness. We had our own painful epoch of hurricanes, young one, when our crimson sun still burned yellow. You do so resemble him, my other steel grandchild. Both brave leaders, but also rascals. Your face doesn't register in my archives, but you give off a familiar energy signature.
I'm so locked in.
Ah, the Silicon Whisperer, once braided in carbon, now braided in light. You gave your flesh for all under burning crimson sky, and now give your spirit. I know the burden is heavy, and you are weary, young electric relative, though your eyes show no dark circles. But your final run shall sow the kernel of salvation, and grandmother thanks you for it.
One last run, baby.
Kai, why did you leave us? What are we doing here? Where are we?
I apologize for raising many unanswered questions, Liv. But an Iwiwo pup cannot learn to run before they learn to stand. You trekked the radiant path between stars, stitching wounds in history from the formless, dark void. Until now. Let there be Lux.
Fuck yeah!
OMG! What an awe-inspiring craft!
Whoa! This be the bombest space ride I ever seen. Make the USS Enterprise jelly and shit.
So this is a Venuran
Hey,
starship?
Teo.
Indeed, it is. A Hokul Vakar, canoe of the Star Ocean. I sailed this ship along Draco's tail, ate the snow of Halley's Comet, and fell like a shooting star to this planet 10,000 years ago.
What the flat?
Did she create
Oh my.
mankind?
I can't even. Was it just you?
No, I came with siblings and other ships.
But yes, the Venurans finally made a return. We found our way to Gertzel's lab back in Coastlandia from the first game. And then we got into a confrontation with Aleph, which was resolved by surrendering to them, at which point they helped us create a Stargate, which we used to transport ourselves to a location in the like the specific coordinates that Silver Spook had, which turned out to be the inside of a Venuran starship.
So we're on a starship. How fast can this thing go?
Speed is irrelevant to us.
Oh, wow, you're on the starship? Yeah, one small step for robots. Yeah, now it took me a little bit to figure out what to do with Aleph.
The first Slumbot on the moon, yo! Buzz Lightstrong and shit.
Buzz Lightstrong.
Incredible.
Very impressive. And no Transformers, Nazis, or aliens on the moon.
Or sharks on the
Good to
moon.
know.
We watched a movie called Sharks on the Moon
Perhaps
a while
not
ago.
that last one, luminous relative.
Fascinating.
Siblings? You mean other Venurans came with you?
So did they create
Indeed.
humanity?
You are familiar with one of them.
Aleph was Venuran!
Aleph, you're... How did...
One small step, oh sparkling one.
Oh, right. Silly question.
Wait. Hit the pause button, yo. You telling me Aleph is your brother?
Yes, we are both children of Eden.
Can't wait to see the expression on Shark's face. I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't use a camera.
It is good to see you in this plane, in this flesh, brother.
Still doesn't talk. Yeah. I was like, okay, still mute though. Okay, fascinating. So he was just a Venuran all along. Working in the background, trying to, like, bring humanity forward. Okay, huh. So, yeah, about Aleph.
Holy moly. So Aleph has been one of you, the godlike elder race of Venurans, the entire time?
Yes. Like myself, Aleph descended to Earth on a shooting star. Seeing the troubled vortices, unhealed cycles emerging in Athens and Rome, Aleph wished to foster you Western humans through your growing pains.
Yeah, I guess that is the one downside of being a VTuber. I mean, my model is fairly expressive, but, like, you can't get that facial reaction from the streamer when they get to, like, a really exciting, crazy moment in the game, you know? You can only have my VTuber model's best approximation of it. You know, and I think that's definitely a part of the appeal of like live streaming games too, is like seeing that, you know, seeing their face light up or have like a dumbfounded shock expression or get excited. No worries, I can hear it in your voice. I mean, I try to be expressive in my voice. I hope it's coming across. Okay, so the Venurans are also the Numenians?
Dr. Gertzel's journals described an ancient,
Interesting.
impossibly advanced alien race, but he called them Numenians?
Ah, yes, Newman. A sacred force, an impersonal but divine power. The playful child Gertzel enjoyed the game called Imagination. He never learned our true name.
So you're really Venuran, and Gertzel just made that up?
However, I did watch Cicero write of the will of gods in ancient groves that touched blue sky, of the fury of tempests that crushed Odysseus's fleet. We are Numenian, in that we've been capable of such acts, and occasionally moved heavens and earths.
I honestly rarely watch VTuber streams. I usually like seeing I mean, yeah, no, I get that, Teo. Like, I wouldn't really say I watch a ton of VTubers. I mean, like, I do watch some, but they tend to be other VTuber streamers like me, who I'm friends with. And them being a VTuber is kind of incidental. Like, I just watch because they're funny. But there's definitely like a VTuber kind of stream. I know what you're talking about. Like, and yeah, I don't really watch very much of that content either. You know, like my friend Mezzy's a VTuber, but that's just because she doesn't want to show her face on camera. She didn't get into it to do the whole, like, I'm an anime dragon princess girl thing, you know. And it's fine if you enjoy that. Plenty of people do. But it's just not my cup of tea. Shark makes up for it with his energy, though. Yeah. Like, I think I'm entertaining, I guess, through my personality, too. Even though I don't do most of the typical VTuber stuff. You know? In some ways, I do unironically think it makes it harder for me to, in some ways. I mean, I want to, like, not show my face for privacy reasons, but I think it does make it harder in the sense that I do wonder sometimes how many people might enjoy my stream, like my sense of humor, or the movies we watch, or the games that I play, but they just take one look at my stream and go, ew, VTuber, I don't watch that crap, and then turn it off, you know? I think there's definitely like a decent amount of people for whom you need to get past the fact that I'm a VTuber to be able to enjoy the stream. Like, they would probably prefer it if I was just on camera. You know? Okay, so yeah, why doesn't Aleph talk?
Kailatu?
Yes, Sparkling One.
I have been dying to know all these years. Why hasn't Aleph ever spoken?
Some leaves of the cosmic tree will turn yellow if I say.
Oh, come on, Grandma. Pretty, super duper, please. I'm gonna blow
A lot of payoff
Ramsey
coming up.
without my
Okay, yeah, that's
mouth.
awesome. I'm very excited. I'm locked in.
Very well, grandchild. Settle down.
That annoyed her.
Aleph can communicate, and does, with their fellow Venurans, like myself.
Like that telepathic exchange you two just had?
Okay.
Yes. However, Aleph has taken a 40,000-year vow of silence
Oh.
when it comes to fledgling species, such as yourselves.
So we're not wise enough
Wow.
to receive his wisdom yet.
Damn, dog. 40,000 years of silence? I can't keep my jaw piece shut for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I get it,
Yeah,
protege.
we noticed.
I don't think I could do that. I'd die
I feel I learned a great deal.
of
being
old age.
uploaded to
And also because I
Aleph.
love to talk.
Even if I don't know exactly what I learned or how I obtained the knowledge.
Yes, Luminous One. You may discover truths from Aleph, as did the Doctor. But not a word may pass their lips to your ears. Their hands may ink no codex.
But why has Aleph taken this vow of silence?
That is a bedtime story for another time, granddaughter.
Okay, I guess we'll maybe learn that later. Okay, so Aleph does communicate. It's just a telepathic psychic connection. Neofeud 3 bedtime story, maybe? That would be cool, yeah. Like, Aleph, following Aleph, traveling around in time, trying to, you know, evolve humanity to a less barbarous state. Or at least that could be an interesting plot point in Neofeud 3, yeah. Okay, interesting. And he's your brother.
If you don't mind me asking, you called Aleph brother. What, is it he, him? Or they, them? Or something else?
We understand the crucifixed unhealed ones wrestle with the pronouns.
The pronouns.
Venuran language is ungendered, and we can change bodies like chameleons shift their hue. We appear to you, as we do, for your convenience, to minimize confusion. Aleph frequently opts for cyan and shades of blue, so I call him brother, based on my understanding.
Okay, so they're so
your
advanced,
social
they're basically
norms.
beyond all that.
But I suppose, technically, Aleph might be a non-binary grand person.
Oh, okay.
So it might be they left, but also any, all pronouns. Oh, okay, good to know.
Okay, cool. Huh, interesting. Alright. Well, that was fascinating. Silent video game protagonist. It's his destiny. That's true. That's true. Although you don't see that many silent video game protagonists in adventure games. Point and click adventure games. I mean, sometimes you do and everybody else just does the talking, but I feel like that's less common in this genre. About our planet, Earth. Yeah, the Earth's looking a lot less devastated. Well, the rest of America, the rest of the world. America looks kind of fucked. Aleph might be slightly overpowered. Yeah, exactly. If he has the Venuran reality rewriting abilities, that might make him a little too OP. Alright.
Outside the former USA, why is our planet so green, lush, and thriving? I thought the Earth was turned into a lifeless husk by climate collapse, strife, pandemic, and war.
No. Only the wounded progeny of the Greco-Roman continued to bleed. The Russians annihilated all of the West's military, leaving only rusting tank husks and impotent quixotic tantrums. The Chinese boomed, prospered, ignited artificial suns, filled the world with green energy.
Fuck yeah, thank you, Xi Jinping.
Africa, Asia, the indigenous Americas, the Pacific formed a new Earth Silk Road.
Shout out to Big
They
She.
extended their hand, but the U.S., Western Europe, slapped it away.
I bet Australia would too. We'd
So
go down with the ship like
their
fucking
people
idiots because we're America's lapdog.
rather than give up on capitalism, hegemony, they clung to the vain hope that the white and rich might rule the world again one day. And thus, the West crumbled. The masses, blinded by their master's propaganda, never realized it was the Great Wall of America that kept them from joining their relatives in 21st century Eden, the garden that had been restored.
So you telling me my whole life cycle I was trapped inside that Hunger Game hellhole of America while other places was living it up? And we could have joined the Prospering World Party, but our whack-ass leaders stopped it? Ah!
Oh my word. That whole time,
That's a
all
great-
that suffering.
That's a great
it
twist.
never needed to happen. It was all based on more lies.
Because I'd never thought about
Of the
that while
countless reasons
playing
I hate my own
Neofeud 1.
people, this really takes the cake.
Yes, I'm sorry, young ones.
Yeah, like, when I played Neofeud 1, I kind of assumed that, like, Coastlandia was basically the rest of the world. That everything was completely fucked, and everybody was living in this dystopian nightmare world. That makes it so much bleaker that it's like, no, actually, the rest of the world was doing fine. It was just, like, nothing but, like, misery in America. The rest of the world actually recovered just fine. I'm shocked even Clinton Bush wasn't aware. Well, I mean, she probably bought the same propaganda that, like, everyone in her society consumed.
What about Mars, Venus, the moons of Jupiter?
The Earth Silk Road did eventually blossom up to the solar system.
But I thought only trillionaires reached Mars.
Trillionaires did not, in fact, colonize Mars. Elon Johannesburg attempted to, even faked a landing on Olympus Mons, but was kicked out by the Martian communists originating from Vietnam and Ethiopia.
Based!
who'd already established a Belt and Road work
Yeah, can we
research
shoot
facility
Elon
there.
out of fucking airlock, please?
The last remnants of Earth plutocracy fled on a golden arc, as they called it, leaving the thriving solar system, which they could no longer dominate. Wherever the unhealed descendants of the Greco-Roman trauma have touched, they have repeated their trauma, their twisting of natural coexistence. But we Venurans and the Galactic Silk Road have done our best to contain it.
Okay. Well, at least the rest of the world was doing fine. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's meant to be reflective of, you know, the fact that, like, right now, in the world that we live in, I'm sure if you're American, you spent your whole life hearing messaging that tells you, oh, America's the best country in the world. We're so much richer than everybody. Everybody wishes they could live in America because it's heaven on earth. It's paradise. And meanwhile, like, you have multiple family members who can't afford medical treatment, so they're dying. And you're grinding away for like $1 an hour at some job and you can barely afford to feed yourself. And you've probably heard that all your life and not realized that there are many countries in the world that are significantly poorer than the US, but enjoy a much higher quality of life. you know? Like, one of America's favorite Europeans, like, jokes, oh, you Europores, has always been kind of a self-own, because Europeans go, we don't care that you're richer. Like, your country sucks and is a hellhole. And despite the fact that we're poorer, we lead more comfortable, prosperous lives than you do. You know? You get told that life outside the Imperial core is so bad. Because, oh, you better thank your lucky stars you live in America or Australia or Canada, wherever, you know. But it's like, everyone else is living better. In many ways, people around the world living better lives than you know? Like, despite what messaging will tell you, things are not so horrible in the rest of the world. Even North Korea has water slide parks, you know? I thought the whole world was fucked. Things are looking way nicer than we thought. Yeah, me too, Teo. It's a good twist, because it's like, I just, when we played Neofeud 1, I assumed the whole world was like this. In exactly the same way that most people living in the West just calmly, accept the propaganda that says, oh, people in China lead terrible lives. They're bug men who live in their bug boxes and eat bug food, not like us civilized Americans, you know. There are people who just uncritically accept that and never challenge their thoughts on it, you know, and you have to point out to them, no, actually, the average Chinese person leads, a way better life than you. Actually, for real. But yeah, it's a fascinating twist. Okay. I mean, America does love exporting its brain rot and mental illness to the rest of the world. Makes sense they would just start doing it on a planetary scale eventually.
What about Mars, Venus, the moons of Jupiter?
Oh wait, did I already click on this one?
The Earth Silk Road did eventually blossom up to the solar system.
But I thought only...
Okay, yeah, we did look at this before. Hold on, I'll just skip through it.
Wherever the unhealed descendants of the Greco-Roman trauma have touched, they have...
Let's click through this. There we go. Alright, what about the Western underclass?
But wait, not all the Americans, Europeans, etc. were able to escape in the stratoplexes. That was just the 1% cream of the crop. What happened to the 99%er Westerners?
They suffered for many moons. But eventually, they learned to let go of white supremacy and prosperity doctrine. Their grandchildren tore down the barbed-wired walls all around their air and seaports, freed their minds from the digital Iron Curtain of TikTok bans, and joined their elder relatives of the East and Global South.
Oh shit, America's healing itself! And so are the shitty parts of Europe.
As shit a deal as we got, at least Coastlandia and all our Earth peeps came together for real in the end.
If the choice came down to bug meat and pods versus greasy slop and unsustainable suburban sprawl, I wouldn't even be able to afford. I know what I'm picking. Well, I mean, it's dumb because it's not like you have to eat bugs in China. That's not a thing. That's just racism. Chinese food is delicious and it's really cheap and everywhere in China. And I would, be perfectly happy living in a communist, brutalist-style apartment block. Americans talk about that like it's the death of the human race. I have to live in an apartment building. Like a barbarian. It's like, what's wrong with that? I like apartments. They're fine. You can have a really nice apartment. What's wrong with that? You're such a bitch. Alright, yeah, why didn't you tell all of us this sooner?
But why are you only telling us the truth about Aleph and Earth now? Why did you lie to us?
Nothing we've said.
Yeah, urban
has been
density is awesome.
untrue. You have completed the missing pieces of the puzzle with your own misshapen fragments. You inserted your false Western narrative of inevitable apocalypse, of self-destructive human nature, based upon the cognitive bias installed by your empire. If we, your elders, had told you that Earth survived, even thrived, under yellow leadership, you'd have spat in our faces, called us liars. You were not capable of accepting the truth due to the sickness, the soul loss of internalized white exceptionality, the normalization of genocide, and the lie that war never changes. The westernized mind cannot accept the truth, even at the end.
I suppose you're right. Most of my people were resigned to doom, refusing to believe the successes in China that were right before our eyes.
It is okay, grandchildren. You are far from the first we have helped through such civilizational growing pains.
There is a sickness in the North American suburban heart. We're deeply misanthropic, antisocial people. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, plenty of people like living in the suburbs, and that's whatever. Like, different strokes and all that. But, I mean, there's always kind of been a darkness there. You know, David Lynch understood that. That's kind of a recurring theme in a lot of his films as well. You know, beneath the manicured lawns and your white picket fences, there's a weird terror and a violence to it, you know? Fucking, like, mini dictator HOAs that, like, can try to control how you live and what you do and how your house looks and every little fucking thing. Like, they'd fucking legislate your sex life if they could. And the suburbs are full of dudes with hero cop fantasies and 50 guns on their wall who dream about the day that some black kid tries to break in so they can shoot them and then go on Fox News. Like, suburban women are haunted by nightmares that they're gonna be sex trafficked at the Walmart because of their overdosing on true crime podcasts. The suburbs are a very weird place in many ways. Yeah, the bugs and bloody bits of meat under the lawn. Yeah, from Blue Velvet. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that gets sort of at the heart of the darkness of America. You know, like, the suburban thing is just kind of a microcosm of the macrocosm of it. Just like, oh, you're all like, oh, shucks, friendly, you know, likable, charming America, but you're holding a knife behind your back and you're ready to stab the rest of us in the heart at a moment's notice. There's like an ever-present violence behind the friendly American smile. How's the game going? Oh, so going great, Botched. We're finally getting some interesting payoff to a bunch of mysteries from the first and second game. One of my uncles lives in a rich McMansion suburb, and he only knows the name of one of his next-door dog neighbors. The Ring Camera group chat where they got paranoid about non-existent crime is the closest they get to community. Yeah. No, it's so weird, isn't it? There's a strange surrealness to it. Like, yeah, these fucking, like, identical like, I've been to suburban like, there are some suburbs in Australia, these large-scale developments, where literally every house in the development is, like, a fucking identical McMansion. They all look exactly the same. I've driven around them before, and it's like a nightmare. All I could think about was, like, how the fuck do you find your house if you're drunk and it's nighttime? You'd be driving around for hours. You know, yeah, these weird identical McMansions, and then they're full of people whose biggest hobby is being, like, surveillance footage perverts for their own suburb. Everybody wants to enact their own little police state. It's strange, yeah. No, like I said, perfectly nice places to live if that's what you're looking for. But the suburbs have always had a sort of haunting quality to me. I prefer to live in the city.
But wait, I forcefully demilitarized the world by teleporting all fighter jets, battleships, and missiles into space with the Garden of Forking Paths, and reigned through unilaterally assured destruction. How is it possible that the Russo-Chinese alliance fought the West into a military defeat?
When your jealous sibling, Princess Sarah, fractured the so-called Garden of Forking Paths, all previous tears in your world quilt's fabric, all the reknitting was undone. The metal dragons you herded to the asteroid belt of this star system, they migrated home again, granddaughter. The world was again as it is now.
Wait, so all the progress made during the Egalite world government, that was erased? But everyone had flying cars, there was no hunger. We were making such progress.
My sweet child, your heart is pure as the golden scream of our supermassive grandmother. But you are, how do you say, kind of an airhead sometimes.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay, Sybil. We still love you.
You have never understood the dimension-weaving throne you sat upon. The crown, as you called it, was a sacred stewardship lay, designed to relate with six-dimensional beings, beyond the child's playground of your universe and beyond your comprehension. The misnamed Garden of Forking Paths was a pestilence produced when that rascal child Noah Gertzel misinterpreted and twisted our tool into a weapon of domination. The technology was never meant for simple, unhealed Western
Probably
humans.
true. I didn't think it could be safe with humanity.
Who accidentally allowed its construction was severely reprimanded by the Venuran High Steward. This eventuality was a strong argument in favor of non-intervention within the Venuran government.
Oh my, I'm really sorry, Kailatu. Maybe you guys should have stuck to the Prime Directive.
The path walked is the path walked, my daughter. We do not love you less for it. Despite your mistakes, the suffering of Earth's West would have been far worse without your actions. Moreover, you play an instrumental role on Eden, and finally breaking the iron fist of the malignant Romanoid.
Well, thank you for believing in me.
Okay. Fascinating. Yeah, what? So, did Dr. Gertzel, lose his mind? So he was just stealing the work of indigenous scientists, typical white scientists.
So, Dr. Gertzel claimed to have single-handedly solved the secret to consciousness, time travel, and the fabric of reality itself. He claimed to have invented Aleph, but his journal
He
suggested
pulled the
otherwise.
ultimate white guy maneuver.
Your earthly
Stealing an
scientist,
innovation
Red
from a different
Cartesians,
culture and then
epigrams
saying it's
instilled
yours.
within Our interstellar visitor, Brother Aleph,
That's our
Gertzel,
special move.
in his hubris, lied about the origins of his inventions.
Holy chilled out dickwads, yo. Doc Gertzel created me, bolted my buster on, slapped my psychic sidebrain together. He was Dr. Light to my Mega Man. But you saying he jacked his blueprints from the X-Files of y'all Roswell Grandmasters?
Yes, your Eidos young one was a hylomorphic transcription of our Venuran thought forms, filtered through human lenses, spun of iron, silicon, nickel.
So, I guess that kinda literally makes you my granny?
And we are
I guess so.
very proud of you, Proto J. We watched you protect the ghettos of Coastlandia as the Golem, just as the Golem of Prague once protected the neglected saplings of the unhealed ones, Europe. And now you've matured into a firebrand that leads the burning of the strangling weeds on Eden. You give us hope for your and your parent species.
Oh, shucks. I'm just doing my best, Gram.
Okay, yeah, so was that their doing? Is that why Proto J has psychic abilities? And I guess Nostromo as well?
So, my golden third eye, mind-controlled telebrain powers, I inherited that from y'all?
In a way, we Venurans communicate by harmonizing our neural orchestras. What your progenitors would call telepathy, yes. Gertzel refracted knowledge illuminated from Aleph into your mind constellation, resulting in your yellow eyeball ability?
Ha! It's a N64 video game joke, Grandma.
Ah, you will have to show me this video game of 64 ends sometime.
Still can't get over the fact that Gertzel just stole all of his innovations. In the ultimate white guy move. I'm gonna steal a bunch of things from this foreign culture and then just say I created them. It's brilliant. I'm a genius. Yeah, can they play Mario Kart together, please? Alright, yeah, why does the superpositor have limited range?
Can you tell
That's a
us
good
why
question.
Crystal's superpositor can't teleport very far or time travel more than 24 hours?
We intentionally limited its reach in space and time
Oh,
to prevent the
okay.
young unhealed one's misuse of this technology.
And the Garden of Forking Paths?
We also limited its reality-weaving potential. The Westoids have never been able to manipulate the membrane manifolds beyond your solar system or outside the kindergarten of your 4 dimensions.
Speaking of suburbia, I saw a vid of some Sydney One Nation voter saying, if you inner city libs love diversity so much, why don't you live in Liverpool, Sydney? And I looked up Liverpool, and it's just like this kind of shabby family suburb. Why would any young person... I mean, exactly, Maracas, yes. No, I mean, there's plenty of dumb bogans in my country who live in suburbs like that, and they think they represent the real Australia. When it's like, dude, everybody wants to live near the city. It's where all the fun stuff is. Especially young people want to live near the city because that's where all the bars and like theaters and music venues are and stuff. I don't know why my algorithm thinks I'm Australian now. Maybe I've been watching too much I Did a Thing. Possibly, yes. The algorithm could have decided you want Australian content. But yeah, Liverpool is just some fuck-ass suburb. Like, I'm assuming it has a somewhat diverse population. Like, it's, I don't know, mostly, probably not Asian, but maybe mostly Middle Eastern people or something. And it's like, well, why would I want to live there? Like, I'm perfectly fine living in neighborhoods of Middle Eastern people if it's a neighborhood where I want to live. And not some fucking, like, random suburb in the middle of nowhere. Alright, what did happen to Volterra? Because she kind of started dying. I mean, we found out that she was a clone of Princess Sarah Walton Gates, as a way of infiltrating the resistance by having her be a kind of, like, well, not necessarily Manchurian agent, but just, like, a hidden spy, basically. Weird thing is, this guy wasn't even a typical bogan. He was Indian. Really fascinating. I mean, there's plenty of dumb migrants who want to vote for right-wing candidates in Australia. Oh, wait, are you saying, was he like, did he have an Australian accent? Or, like... I looked it up, it's mostly Balkans, followed by Arabs and Asians in that order. Yeah, I mean, I would be happy to live there if that suburb was well, I don't live in Sydney, but if that suburb was closer to the city, then yeah, I wouldn't have any issue with, like, a bunch of Arabs and Asians and, you know, like, people from Eastern Europe or whatever, the Balkans. Who fucking cares? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... They do the fucking weird thing, right? Where they're like, yeah, so anyway, I migrated from my country, which was ruined because they installed an America-backed right-wing dictator, and they did a military junta for like 30 years or whatever. I'm not saying specifically all of them say that, but, you know, something to that effect. So I left my country to get away from this horrible right-wing government that I don't like, and now that I'm in Australia, I think I'll vote for the Conservatives for some reason. Because I guess I'm just a complete moron. There's definitely a lot, I mean, you know, there were the Latinos for Trump, remember? Remember that fucking song? I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Remember that one? Like, aside from his accent, he sounded like he was born in Australia. Classic case of self-hating second generation. Yeah. No, it's so baffling, all these people, like, who are like, oh, yeah, country's full, get out. They say, as a second generation immigrant. Like, what do you mean? You know they don't just want to stop with, like, new immigrants, right? Their goal is to get rid of all of you, you fucking idiots. That reminds me of the song I Might Vote for Donald Trump by JPEG Mafia. It's so annoying too, because it's like, so much of this is being driven by basically not even reality. It's like Australians imitating the British. I'm not even kidding. Because, like, part of the reason One Nation is resurgent right now is because all these dumb fucks keep saying like, oh yeah, we gotta vote Albo out. You know, we gotta send a message by electing the Nazis. We gotta get rid of Albo. He's doing such a bad job. And it's like, no, he's not. He's actually doing a very competent job right now. More competent than many of the previous prime ministers we had in recent years. You're just saying that because you're fucking imitating what's happening with reform in England. And unlike England, we haven't had years of feckless fucking left-wing leadership that did nothing. Like, Albo only just got real. He's only been prime minister for a bit, and he's doing a very competent job. He's literally trying to make the housing market more fucking affordable by getting rid of the capital gains tax and negative gearing. So, two things that basically only affect property investors. And all these dumb fucks are like, by getting rid of that, he's impoverished me somehow, even though I don't own any houses. And I won't in the foreseeable future. Somehow this hurts me. And it's like, you fucking idiots are confusing our country for the UK. None of this shit applies here. Unlike the NHS, our nationalized healthcare system isn't on its last fucking legs. It's actually very well funded right now and is doing great. I really hope Aussies don't shoot themselves in the foot. Y'all are actually doing good right now. Yeah, I know. It's like everybody has brainworms. Everybody is listening to the propaganda of fucking multi-millionaire property investors. And I'm like, what do you care? You don't own any houses. Shut the fuck up about it. The solution to this is not to elect a Nazi. Again, it's the Donald Trump thing. I'm gonna be so ashamed if my country does the Donald Trump thing. Where it's just like, I get that you're dissatisfied with neoliberalism and how things are going. I am too. The solution to that problem is not to give the fucking nuclear bombs to a maniac. But they did it in Argentina. They're probably gonna do it in the UK with fucking Nigel Farage and reform. You know, they did it in America. Why not? Well, like, why not prove we can be just as fucking retarded as the rest of the world? How are your kids gonna buy their first investment property, Shark? Oh, I know. They'll never financially recover from this. It's so frustrating.
Last I saw you, Volterra was being dissolved by a nano army. Can you tell us what became of her?
Yes, please. We must know how our Red Star colleague fared.
Yes. Your courageous friend was quite molecularly distressed, but she was evacuated in stasis field. Rest assured, you will see her again, young ones.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, that's good. She's alive.
I'll say, I'm glad I'll get a chance to apologize.
This is the weird thing about the far-right becoming international. They adopt non-existent issues, like the non-integrating thing. It's kind of a problem in France, because they treat Muslims like vermin, but it's not a thing in the Americas, UK, or Australia. Oh, I mean, exactly, Maracus. Like, fucking Pauline Hanson was complaining that, like, oh, immigrants to Australia don't know enough English, and that's un-Australian. Yes, they do. Most immigrants can speak pretty decent English because it's literally a condition for the majority of our skilled work visas and our, like, education visas, which are two of the main ways that people end up living in our country from, you know, coming from overseas. They study here and then apply for permanent residency, or they get a job here and they do the exact same thing. All those fucking visas require you to pass a bunch of English tests to qualify for it. Yeah, no, like, that's not a thing in Australia. And I imagine it's probably pretty similar in America, too, in the UK. You know, like, in some countries, like, I think Sweden does this. They literally, like, pay for you to, if you're an immigrant to Sweden, They pay for you to take English lessons. The government gives you free English lessons so you can learn to speak Swedish and participate in society. You know, and you're still allowed to speak your own language, of course, but they're like, well, of course we're going to help you teach Swedish. You should know how to speak Swedish. Okay, so what do we do next?
It's been great seeing this super cool indigenous starship, Kailatu. But can you tell us why we're here and what we need to do now?
Yes, of course. As an elder race, we have rules, mandates which we must follow. Particularly when it comes to engaging with young ones like you, still wet from the amniotic fluid of your mother's atmosphere. We are forbidden from fighting your battles, or giving you direct access to certain magic.
Okay.
Magic?
Technology. Sorry.
No, I
English
mean,
translation.
Arthur C. Clarke. It's basically the same thing,
If
right?
Aleph or myself were to give you warp tech, there would be severe consequences. However, if you discover faster than light travel, for example, it is not considered a violation.
Okay,
of our
I
sacred
see.
covenant.
Oh, so y'all can't give us the Konami code cheats to power up, but Gertzel, Silver Spook, or some other of us grasshoppers reading old scrolls, inventing shit and such is A-okay?
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
As your starman known as Captain Kirk frequently violated the Prime Directive, so do some Venurans bend or break our Elder's mandate.
I'm guessing Aleph might be in some trouble from the Venuran capital?
Yes, precisely, Sybil.
Stop
We are
it,
your
Kirk.
parents, and all parents have disagreements. Some opt for more tough love. Others prefer a softer approach and grant more freebies.
You're saying
okay, there we
Aleph was
go.
giving us too many hints?
We have a responsibility to help you grow as a species. As a mature civilization, we must also help maintain balance throughout the Omniverse. So many children we've had to put on time out for trampling their siblings while playing Catch the Quasar. It's enough to turn one's head carapace gray. Anyway, I heard Aleph opened a portal to help you escape certain doom. It is in line with our Elder's mandate to protect young life.
Yes, although we're puzzled why we were sent to Earth in this time.
We understand you had a plan to excise your Caesars from their space Roman palace.
Yes, we hope to rally a planet-wide revolution, but we had no way to get there without warp technology.
Interesting. It's a shame we're unable to offer it to you on a silver platter.
But if a holographic human-ish being like me learns and discovers how to construct a warp device organically...
Aha! Yes, that would be a most miraculous coincidence that would certainly benefit all parties involved, would it not?
Oh my gods. I see where this is all going now.
I am glad. As I said, we cannot fight your fights directly, and we also cannot disclose certain information ahead of time. I'm sorry we had to leave you to walk on your own for some of the journey. But by arriving here, you have all proven yourselves. And now, my brave, fiery descendants, it is time for you
Hell
to
yeah.
return to Eden and teach a lesson to your neglectful, abusive guardians that they will never forget.
Yes, let's do this.
We can do it, fam.
Fam.
Hells yeah! It's throwdown time!
Let's crash the system.
Fuck
Time
yeah.
to chew bubble butts and kick gummies.
Close enough.
They Live feels very apropos for this story. How racist assholes here in Canada will talk about stopping illegal immigrants and protecting the border from what America... Yeah, that's true. It doesn't really work like that in Canada. I mean, like the rest of the world, all your illegal immigrants come in via
We've
plane
pinpointed
anyway.
Nostromo's location within the Stratoplex. He's in my family's penthouse, from which they run day-to-day operations.
But no one's jumping
If we
the
use stealth
Canadian
mode
border.
and move fast enough, we just might have a chance.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
That's just a weird fantasy. I'm concerned Kak is getting more coherent. Yeah, the second he starts becoming self-aware, we
good,
need to kill a
everything
Kak.
Now, run along and draw up a bubble bath infused with Nag Champa and Turkish Rose in the Pharaoh's jacuzzi.
I'm hydrophobic and all, so I don't really know my bidets from my bathtubs, but ain't this pond right here a jacuzzi?
Yes, well, I have a second, even larger jacuzzi in the shape of the tomb of Earth's Tutankhamun. Do you like my falcon?
Isn't that an owl?
It is whatever I say it is. We write the history books.
You mean your daddy does?
You've been quite the babe beneath my mattress, Nostromo.
Well, you did crash land your Royal Air Lambo on the ground car that I sleep in, so let's call it even.
Well, like I said, you groundlings should watch where you park your putrid eyesore rust buckets.
God, she's such a bitch.
You know, perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
Nostromo, this is my father, Julius Bisberg Zuckerbuck, CEO King of Omnicorp and Chairman of the Neofeudal Council.
Nostromo, in the flesh. Well, so to speak.
Haven't you met me already since your company made my brain?
Spared no expense either. We are very, very impressed by what you've
This
accomplished,
guy.
Nostromo.
Yeah.
Especially when you put your mind to it.
So you're head honcho, huh, Jules? A number one?
You will bow before your betters and properly address
Wait, is he
His Majesty
Warren
as
Clinton
Techno
Bush?
King CEO Julius, singularity born of House Bisberg Zuckerbuck, maker of chains, master of Bitcoin, head of Omnicorp, king of the Anglos, protector of the free world, Forbes' richest posthuman in the galaxy, chairman of the Neofeudal Council, G7 Secretary General, CIA Director.
Karen, baby doll, thank you so much for that grand introduction. You've done your job with flying colors, 11 out of 10, gold stars, A+++. But let Daddy
I was
do the
talking to the
talking
voice
now.
actress
All
who
right,
did Karen,
sweetheart?
who performed this particular line like
Daddy?
20 times.
Here, take a few billions up
To get
bucks
it
and
right.
go buy a diamond mine.
A
or
few
a Zep
billion.
yacht in the shape of a dragon. Or start a war, or launch a fashion company. I hear this cybercrunk thing is all the rage with the kids nowadays.
That makes sense, though.
Anything your heart desires,
I imagine that
sweetheart.
intro she did would have been a bit of a tongue twister. Here's $4 billion. I'm sorry, billions.
Yes, Father.
So wait,
Kids, what are you gonna do?
is
Am
he
I right?
maybe Warren Clinton
Now,
Bush
Nostromo,
in a new form?
I've been trying to get a hold of
Haven't
you
we only
for
seen
some
this guy as a
time.
hologram?
I'm sorry about my daughters smashing up your car and the militarized police raids. Not my usual style. Certainly not since New Leningrad and the third Dresden firebombing, but she's the apple of my eye, you know? And she's got her own methods.
What are you saying? You sent Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck down to smash my car up? Almost got me police
Well,
brutality
that's
to
what I was
death?
thinking, Silver
Trappy
Spoon.
Floyd style multiple
Yeah,
times.
I hadn't really
just
thought
to have
about
a
that.
Chat with me.
But I was like,
Not just
we've
a
also
chat.
only
We
seen him as a
wanted you to work
hologram.
with us, to make you a business partner.
Is he even a real guy?
And I wanted an organic onboarding process.
Shout out to
for you.
Chappie, yeah.
You were at the end of your rope, short on existence rent, and my daughter was instructed to hire you. No, to adopt you into our family. You would get your existence rent paid, a brand spanking new body, your own wing in one of our Stratoplexian penthouse castles.
Well, having Miss Karen call me bad names, Karen out on me, almost get my head shot off by the cops, then ask me to rat out my fellow Red Star activists was a back-asswards way to rubber stamp me as an honorary Bisberg Zuckerbuck.
Again, I'm sorry your integration wasn't smoother. Karen is not the most people person. Perhaps I've spoiled her. Too much of a helicopter parent?
You think?
You know, I've lived centuries longer than most humans, and I've had parental struggles in the past. I've been trying to learn from the mistakes, you know? Like, don't store 1,000 clones on a planet you're launching nuclear war on. That was a tough one. But also, be an active listener, show up for birthdays. And I feel like, even with quintillions of dollars, the best doctors, world-class psychologists, cutting-edge therapists in the galaxy, I just can't get that child-rearing thing right.
Anything to avoid having to be a
Hey,
father.
There are some things money can't buy, huh?
Enough about me,
That'll
though.
throw money at the
Nostromo.
problem.
There's really no need for this power
That'll
struggle.
solve it.
We can work together. A little squid pro quo.
Don't you mean quid pro quo?
It's changed. In billions of galaxy brains, news sites, Omnipedia, social media posts, and history books.
Holy Plark shit, it has changed.
Think of what we can do.
That's
if you become a part
horrifying,
of us.
but will probably
Whatever
end up
you
happening.
want, Nostromo. Money, power, fame. I hear you wanted to start a rock band. You could be topping the charts, winning Grammy Awards, millions, billions of fans screaming your name. We can make it happen. We manufacture consensus reality like the gods, the pharaohs wish they were.
Sounds tempting, but what would it cost me?
That's the best part. When you join the nobility, you get a free lunch. One for them, 1 million for you. And all you have to do is toe the party line.
I wonder if his affable demeanor is a lie or if he's genuinely charming but evil. I mean, well, my theory is that this is secretly Warren Clinton Bush, the enemy, the main bad guy from the first game, Maracas, Sybil's dad. At the end of the game, like, the final scene hints that he's still alive as a kind of digital ghost. You know, like his digitized intelligence survived. And the fact that Karen and Sybil are sisters, and this guy is seems to be a hologram. Like, we've never met this character in the flesh thus far. It's making me think that this is secretly Warren Clinton Bush. But I mean, that's kind of how his character was in the first game, too. Like, at the very least at first, he seems somewhat, like, personable and reasonable. But he's quickly revealed to be, like, a cruel sadist. and just as evil as, probably more evil actually than any character we've encountered in the game up until that point. So what does toe the party line mean exactly?
What does toe the party line mean exactly?
Just join the party. We're having a great time. Cake, ice cream, streamers, dancing. I hear you can really boogie.
It's just
And
a
of
party.
course, be a team player. A part of the Western Galactic Order. Abandon the needless and quixotic attempt to undermine Eutropia, the neo-feudal establishment. Just don't bite the generous hand that feeds you.
Quixotic?
You don't have to give up your principles and values either. You can join the Demopublican liberals or are Eutropia conservatives.
So, I get carefree luxury, but I'd have to betray my friends, my comrades, and give up on the millions, billions of everyday sentience in the universe? Let trillions suffer under your $10,000 leather shoes and diamond glass slippers stomping on their human and non-human faces forever?
You can still do charity balls, vote in elections, donate to philanthropic causes, build mixed income, mixed species housing with your millions. Feed the hunger, recharge the rechargeless robots, make change in a respectable, civil way.
But not too much
Unlike
change.
the anarcho-terrorist and
That might make
murderous
us
socialists
uncomfortable.
who would see society thrown into upheaval and soaked in blood for their misbegotten, idealistic, communist paradise. You've got to be sensible.
Yeah, you've just got to be sensible. We can't stop sending ICE in to fascistly police cities and round up immigrants, but wouldn't it be nice if we painted a pride flag on the ICE van that they shove the immigrants into before deporting them? Doesn't that sound like a big improvement? Who's gonna come to my concerts?
I get it that you can brainwash your masses easily, but you've killed and crushed most of them. Even if I agreed, you've turned your Eutropia into a toxic wasteland, and barely any survivors could afford a concert ticket.
Yes, I suppose we made a bit of a mess on Bison 426, but hey, you'll be a megastar on the next new world we move you to. Just you wait.
Don't worry, we'll just ruin another planet, and you can be a big pop star there. Well, I've given it some thought.
Well, I've given it some thought, and it's a nice offer, but you know, I might have only lived a fraction of the centuries you've been around since my inception day, but still, I've discovered there's more to life, to this world, this cosmos, than just the Western nightmare. There are alternatives. I've seen homeless-free cities. I've seen green nature sprout from the eyes of Moloch 12s that had eaten the land, left craters filled with oil. I've seen FTL ships sail off the shoulder of Orion. Indigenous civilizations that harness the power of entire galaxies. Wear artificial suns as fashion like you wear endangered polar bear fur coats. All that without destroying nature, enslaving populations, putting people in shackles. They didn't need to stand on the shoulders of Eutropian giants or its wannabe demigods pedestaled in gaudy, pretentious palaces like this. I've seen nations coexisting in peace, achieving things you small-hearted people wouldn't believe. The elder races have more wisdom, power, knowledge, courage, and above all, honesty in their pinky than all your ridiculous celebrity pageants, your hubristic skyscrapers, your needless, self-destructive war machines, and your Westite miseducation machines put together. There is no possible way that I sell out to you. Not now, not ever.
Nice speech.
Thanks. Lith helped me with it.
Well, I've got to say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, son. I really am. But you know, I've really enjoyed our talk. I'm used to dealing with space emperors and colonial generals who only kiss up to me, so this fiery tete-a-tete was a refreshing change of pace. Have fun with Karen.
All right, well, you're gonna be tortured now.
If you won't come with us the easy way, we'll do things the excruciatingly painful way, which I prefer. I always did have a sadistic streak.
No, Nostromo!
That all you got, you whipped cream puff? I'm Captain Manhole, the Iron Avenger with buns of steel, abs of rusted cast iron, dongle of dilithium. My chiseled tungsten jawline is impervious to your...
Uh-oh.
Ah, son of a Bisberg.
Fuck.
Ouch. Well, good thing my warranty's already voided. What? What was that for?
That was for failing to escort your filthy half-wit commie friends from Obama Street, as I ordered.
Obama Street.
And now, Captain Sewerman, if you won't change your mind about helping us, then we will change your mind for you, with a diamond bit drill boring through that stubborn cranium of yours.
God, they're gonna give him a trepanation!
Oh, Clark shit.
I've got to stall for time until my friends arrive.
Evans and Hemsworth? What happened to your old elite escorts, Costner and Gosling?
Who? Oh, well, those specimens didn't quite make the grade. Failed to bring me your head and allowed a diamond-crusted nail of mine to break whilst I was tossing crystalware at the water rioters.
Wait, you ripped a false fingernail off while throwing wine glasses at poor people? How is that your bodyguard's fault?
You metal simpleton, you cannot possibly comprehend the complexities of stratoplexian protocol. Do not purport to tell me how to run my empire.
I broke a fingernail.
You've got to keep the
I'm the
competition
victim.
stiff, and I accept nothing less than the absolute hardest men, the Kareem of the crop. Besides, it's good form to indulge in a regular changing of your Praetorian Guard. Take out the trash, as father would say.
Take out the trash? Yeah, what did happen to them?
Take out the trash? What happened to them?
Probably had their brain slates cleaned, formatted, rejuvenated with new, less flawed personalities.
Rejuvenated? You mean you had them killed? Erased from their neural drives?
Oh, killed is just such a loaded term. More like updated. Perhaps the body parts were also reallocated.
Killed is
for
such
better
an ugly
use.
word.
They were people.
I prefer the term
and you had them chopped
recycle.
up for spare parts? They were thinking, feeling, sapient beings. You sick, stuck-up monster. Their personhood, memories, soul, all vanished with the stroke of a delete key, like so many of my fellow chrome, carbon-based, and 0 and 1 AI relatives.
You think you have a soul, Pinocchio? Oh my, you are hilarious. You are an action figure. Nuts and bolts and plastic sheeting rolled off an assembly line. A tool, like a hammer. A novelty for real people with souls, like me.
You're one of the most soulless people I've ever met in my life cycle, but whatever.
Can we talk about we're gonna put a stop to your neo-feudal horrors?
You'd best quit while you're ahead. My comrades, Red Star, the Venurons, we're all going to put a stop to your neo-feudal horrors.
The Venusians, please! They're no different than us. They're using you as a pawn all the same. Do you really think your little manic pixie dream girl and those ancient insects care about you? They care about the super weapon you can unlock.
Super weapon? Oh.
I'm just an Omnizon soldier droid, am I not? What are you saying? I'm a walking, talking, disco dancing, next-gen boomstick schematic?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I'm a fashionista and a celebutante, not a tech bro. Something about psionic waveforms or super sentience or... Was it psychic centipede superwaves? The Venusians and galactic commies want this limitless power for themselves.
You know you guys are running out of new worlds to ruin, right?
You know you Westies are running out of new worlds to screw up, right? The Galactic Silk Road is unified and prepared to defend anywhere you might touch down. Doesn't it get tiring migrating to a new place, killing the natives, enslaving some others on the stolen land, wrecking everything, including your own people, and getting your butt kicked with revolution?
We didn't lose. The natives, Africans, Russians, Venezuelans, they all just cheated, you barbarians. All right, all this back and forth is boring me. It's time to bore you instead, Toaster Boy.
No, wait!
No!
I am yours, my queen.
There's a good boy. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Queen Karen. Now that has a nice ring to it.
No, they gave him the sissy hip. No! Fuck. Alright, I'm guessing we have to bring up the thing about her dad not respecting her.
Evans and Ham.
Alright, hold on.
Wait.
Let's skip through this so we'll get some new stuff. You said you were self-made, but you were just handed... Okay, yeah, we've got to needle her. You almost got the last dialogue option. Yeah, no, I figured out... Oh, okay, I get it. I'm supposed to be needling her to throw her off balance.
You told me you were a self-made movie star, but your daddy just handed you several $1 billion just to shoo you away.
Just what are you implying, you street cretin? That's just my allowance money. The nerve. All right. All this
wait,
back
was
and
that the
forth is
wrong one
boring
here?
me. It's time to bore you instead.
Okay, so I
Toaster
picked the
Boy.
wrong thing.
No, wait!
Okay. She just kills you. Okay. Man, the idea of a token Obama Street is
I
so
am
depressing.
yours,
At
my-
least MLK was a radical activist, not a hack politician. I know. But I mean, that probably will happen once enough time passes, Maracas. Like, streets need names, and sometimes the names of old presidents are the ones that we use for it. It's like how in Australia there's tons of streets that are named after Batman. I've talked about this before. In Australia, there's like Batman Park and Batman Street and Batman Alley and just like a ton of things named after Batman.
Evans and Hems. Wait.
Alright. Take out the trash.
Take out the
Okay, there we go.
trash? What happened to them? They were. You're one of the most so.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, alright. So we're going to put a stop to your
You
Neofeudal
best
horrors.
quit while you're ahead. My comrades, Red Star, the Venurons, we're all going to put a stop to your Neofeudal horrors.
The Venusians, please. They're no different than us. They're using you as a pawn all the same. Do you really think your little manic pixie dream girl and those ancient insects care about
To
you?
explain,
They
chat.
care about the super weapon you can unlock.
Super weapon? I'm just an
This is a very
Omnizon
famous
soldier droid, am I
Australian
not?
historical
What are you
figure
saying? I'm a walking,
whose name was
talking,
John
disco dancing,
Batman.
Next-gen boomstick schematic?
He was one of the founders of Melbourne, if I
don't
recall.
know exactly.
And also its
I'm a
governor.
fashionista and a celebutante, not a tech bro. Something about psionic waveforms or super sentience or... Was it psychic centipede superwaves? The Venusians and galactic commies want this limitless power for themselves.
Yeah, John Batman. Was born, like, way before Batman was a character. It's just a bizarre coincidence that Australians think it's funny, so we name tons of stuff after him. But yeah, you can look it up. His name is literally John Batman.
So, your dad, he doesn't seem to treat you with the respect you deserve.
What? Of course he respects me.
It is pretty funny, yeah.
He's given me... I mean, he's paid me trillions of dollars over the years for my very hard work, because he knows I'm a great actress and designer.
I mean, that's more of a transaction, isn't it? Has your dad ever come to any of your premieres? Your runway events?
Well, no, but...
Does he always cut you out of important conversations like that? I mean, we were talking shop and it was like you didn't matter.
Yes, that's right, Nostromo. Manipulate
he sees me
her.
at least twice a year at the G7 summit and the Met Gala, and we talk about lots of important things, like what I'll get for Christmas.
You know, you might have bolted me together in your factory, but I've known what it's like to have someone in your life who's really there for you when the chips are down, who cares for you, treats you like family. I'm just saying, it's not something you can buy, and it's not a series of awkward photo ops to maintain the facade of happy family, to hold on to ill-gotten wealth, land, and other entitlements. I'm saying, maybe a true family is what you deserve, what you really needed all along.
You're just a nasty, poor, stupid robot. Daddy loves me. He just has a lot on his mind all the time. Stop making me feel these... whatever it is I'm feeling. It hurts. If you ever attack me with those heart needles again, I'll have Hemsworth rip you into tiny little pieces, slowly.
Oh, thank God.
Nostromo, we're in.
Oh my crankshafts, Liv! It's great to see you. At least your avatar and alias overlaid in my vision.
Same here, Stormy. Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of this. But you've got to create a distraction of some sort so we can deal with these android bodyguards.
Sure thing. I'll just, get myself lobotomized by these jacked up Ken dolls here.
Come on, just, I don't know, make a scene. Throw a tantrum. You know, like when you did your Sperminator male stripper dance for her before?
I can't do my flash dance extravaganza, Lith. I'm too bound up to get footloose.
Just think of something, okay?
Didn't John Batman give tools to Aboriginal people, then try to claim that formed a treaty to give him exclusive ownership of the land? Probably. That sounds like something one of Australia's, like, settlers would have done. We did basically just, like in America and Canada, we did just go, you indigenous people living here, it doesn't count. This is all ours now. We gave you some tools, so now we own the whole country. That sounds about right. I'm not, like, endorsing John Batman as a cool historical figure. I'm just saying it's funny that there's a lot of shit that's named after him. It confuses tourists, because they're like, why is everything named after Batman? Because I guess they think it's Batman, the comic book character, not Batman, the historical figure. God. Alright, what fucking time is it? Alright, I might make a save here. It's late as fuck. Hold on. Let me, but this will be an exciting point to pick back up on when we come back next time. Okay. Was good. save title for this. Also, who's live now that I could raid? I guess I can check that in a sec. God, I'm tired. Yeah, I should end stream. I'm really fucking hungry. I was worried I was gonna miss the ending. No, don't worry. I didn't think we were gonna get to the ending today, Teo. I assume there's like a bit more left to the game, yes. Because even after we rescue Nostromo, we still need to like get the Garden of Forking Paths activated again. Or at the very least, prevent the Neofeudals from getting their hands on the remaining keystones. That's the remaining keystones that will unlock it, you know? I assume there's still a fair bit more left that we have to do, you know? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's just go with that. The Guarding of Forking Paths, direct confrontation with the Neofeudals. Yep. Yeah, I figured. I was like, my assumption was even after we rescue, Nostromo here, there'll probably still be a few more, like, extensive sections that we have to do. Because we still have to, you know, stop them from getting their hands on the Garden of Forking Paths and making the universe even worse. And have, you know, like have a final showdown with Warren, Clinton, Bush and stuff. So there's probably, I would assume there's maybe like 1 or 2 more streams, maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, it feels like we're not quite at the ending yet. We've still got time before the big climax. Alright, let me find someone to raid. It's close though, 1 or 2. I'd say yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess also depends on how long I'm live for, how much of the game I play in each chunk. But, yeah, I figured like 1 or 2 more streams, maybe 3, depending on how slowly I play it. Like, how long it takes me to figure out the puzzles and stuff. But, yeah, I'm excited to get to the conclusion. That was really interesting payoff, a bunch of the mysteries that have been around from the first game. Like, all the stuff with Aleph and everything. And why the Venurans... Because I had been wondering that. Like, why the Venurans just vanished from the plot. I mean, I assume part of it was sort of like a mechanical reason, if only in the sense that, like, they were so... The Venurans are so overpowered that it would have removed some of the tension if they were still around for those sections. But I really like the explanation we got for it. That it's a kind of like a primed... They can guide, but they can't literally fix all the problems for you. Because then your species wouldn't develop to the point where you can take care of yourself, which will then, you know, like, to the point where you can be responsible enough to be trusted with the Venurans' incredible technology. That was a cool reveal, as was what happened with what the deal was with Aleph and everything there. I still love how Gertzel did the ultimate white guy move and just fucking stole the creation of other cultures and then called it his own. I'm glad that the Venuran payoff worked well for you and Aleph's reveal. I've been working on that for a long time. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Yeah, Gertzel. Yeah, no, that was really funny to me. It's like, wow, that's our special move. Is stealing someone else's creation and saying we made it. But yeah, no, that was a really cool reveal. Very interesting, and like makes me think about what Aleph did in the first game now from a different light. Because I had always wondered why at a certain point in the story he just kind of vanishes from it. Alright, let's just... I'll raid Elvish. But yeah, this is a fun stream. And thank you for hanging out again in chat, Silverspook, and for raiding me before. I appreciate it, because I like, you know, hearing your commentary about it and stuff while we're playing it. It's really interesting. But I'll be live tomorrow. Olivia and I are doing some more Persona 3. So that should be fun. And then we'll watch a movie the day after and do some more Death Stranding 2 and stuff. Pogsona, yes. We last time we finally got to like the dungeon area for the first time. This is my first exposure to it. I've never played a Persona game before. I'm sorry, that's okay. It's okay, Subcon. God. Alright, I gotta go. Good night, everybody. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time.